y'all, it's Dark Sugar Podcast coming to you fresh out the packet with everything black.
Hey y'all, it's your host Kiana with Dark Sugar Podcast. I'm bringing this to you raw, Bill Burr style. We're just talking about, we're just doing a mental health check-in while we wait to see who the fuck the president is. And I know it's been a minute. A lot's been going on in my life and everybody's life and our country's life. And I just wanted to dive in and just have a conversation with y'all, just let you know how I've been doing, what I've been going through, open the floor up to you guys and how you're feeling about everything that's been going on. It's just crazy. I've talked about my father, my dad on here, and you know, his struggles with his mental health and his dementia. You know, that's moving along. Caregiver role, man. I don't know if any of you guys have ever taken care of somebody, even not for, it doesn't have to be for a long period of time, even if it was like a grandma or grandpa or something for a little bit of time. If you've ever taken care of anybody who was really dependent on you, it's a whole different ball game, you know? I feel dumb because I was totally up all night, off and on for the election. I totally thought we were going to find out last night. But I didn't know that it takes weeks, sometimes months, and in 2000, we didn't know who the president was until December. Like, I had no clue. I'm used to us finding out the night of, so I just had no idea. This whole thing is just wild, you guys. LOL at Donald Trump thinking that he won all night. Like, so calm down. I had therapy last evening. Therapy should be more accessible, y'all. I don't know. Like, it's just so hard. It should be as accessible as going to the regular doctor, which still isn't that accessible for a lot of people, but it just should be easier. But I really had to, I don't know, hustle that a point where it's not like I, really had the resources, but I made it work because I had been really struggling with my mental health, and my mom and I have been having really deep conversations, and she's very, I feel, more visibly affected by quarantine and COVID. A lot of her daily activities that she would do to really keep her distracted and busy are now sorry, I'm sitting in the car. Back to the old podcast days. Let me let these windows down. Ooh, classical music coming on. Alright. Let these windows down. Alright. Sorry, beeping noise. This is so ghetto, guys. But yeah, my mom has a lot of activities. She does line dancing, choir practice. She plays for a choir, just a lot of different things that really keep her alive. And, they're starting back up now, but they had been canceled for a long time, and so she was very visibly upset, and she kind of thought that I wasn't going through anything, and she's like, oh, this is gonna affect me, you seem fine. And I had to be really real with myself, no, I'm not fine. Shout out to any teachers working from home, teachers period. Teaching from home is not it. It is not it for everybody. It's not it for the parents who have to fucking leave their kids at home unsupervised. I mean, not that they can't help it, but it sucks for them. They have to leave their kids unsupervised. The kids aren't doing their work all day because the parents have to work. It sucks for me. And this is what I realized is really straining me with working online. I have to be on. Good morning, class. Today what we're gonna do is, that's like a kindergarten teacher, but But, you know, you have to, like, put on for these kids. I can't just be like, okay, whatever, this is what the fuck we're gonna do. Like, do you know what I mean? I have to be professional and put on and answer their questions that they ask me, like, 50,000 times in a row, the same damn question. Like, and that was really hard for me to be going through what I'm going through mental health-wise. Like, I can't even be on for myself, and I have to be on for these, like, damn kids. And I honestly just kind of snapped, to be honest. Now, everyone's work from home job is different, of course. So, you know, it's not just working from home, it's like teaching from home. Like, teaching from home is just not, it's not meant to be online like that. And it would be different if the work that I was doing with the kids was like a little more asynchronous, but it's not. Like, I have to do live instruction. I think I required like 3 to 4 hours of live instruction a day, live. So, I mean, it's not like I can just be like, okay, just do these assignments that I'm posting and just hear some help in the background. You know, I have to be like super active with these kids online. I don't like it, but at the same time, Jesus, I am very grateful to have a fucking job. I'm just grateful to have a job. Now it's too noisy. Right there. Okay. But yeah, just grateful to have a job. I'm really trying not to complain like that, but I had to admit that teaching online was affecting me in a just, so not positive way. I had to take a step back. Thank God Thanksgiving's coming up, so we have that. I'm gonna have a break. God damn, I'm sorry I'm cussing so much. I'm just like, whatever, this is a mental health check-in. But I'm glad the weather's cooled down here in Arizona. The heat is like so, it makes everything worse. So much worse. But the weather's good. Weed legalized here. Thank you, Jesus. Prop 208 passed here. Thank you, Jesus. Get more money into these schools. Get more education system. And I have a couple episodes on it that I've done. And I could do so many more because it's just so fucked up. And I knew that growing up, I knew like, oh, you know, I would hear teachers don't get paid enough and da-da-da, it's hard work. And I kind of knew that, like acknowledged that. But then becoming a teacher myself, I'm like, oh, it's real bad. And, you know, especially in marginalized communities, you know, Southside Phoenix School District is different from Peoria and Scottsdale, and just it's really crazy that the postal code can change the value of someone's life. That really irritates the fuck out of me, because I think those kids deserve just what, you know, everybody else gets. I don't just, it just sucks. It makes me upset. I gotta admit, you guys, I am behind on the TikTok wave. I have TikTok, the app, and I will watch I'll watch talks. And I'll like send them to my partner, but I don't make them. I tried making one and I just like couldn't figure it out. I was trying to do like a makeup one and I just couldn't figure it out, and I was like, whatever, fuck it. I just need to take some time and experiment. I feel like an old ass. I don't know how to use TikTok. I remember when I was when we were in classroom last year and I was subbing, and the kids, I think TikTok it didn't just pop up, but it was getting some traction, and my kids were like, "Miss Glass, you have a TikTok? Do you have a TikTok? Do it." And I was like, "What the fuck is TikTok?" Like, I knew it was like, I thought it was like Musical.ly, which it kind of is, but people are just doing, or no, it's more like Vine, I think. Yeah, it's more like Vine. And people are just doing such crazy things. Like, when I watch TikToks, I'm like, how the fuck do people, like, I just don't understand how they even do the videos and the special effects and the whatever, like, it's all on the app. I'm like, but I just, I don't know. So I feel that is a definite generational difference that I feel between me and, like, kids a couple years older, even a decade, not older, sorry, younger, or even a decade younger than me. So that's, like, one very obvious difference. Wait, to go back to teaching online, another reason why it sucks. These kids, so I'm teaching 6th grade, right? These kids, what are they, generation Alpha or something? I don't know, they're some weird generation. But they, like, skip. They're so annoying. They, like, skipped using a computer and went straight to the phone. So they all have iPhones and phones, right? And they know how to use their phones. They know how to do TikTok and all this stuff. But they don't know how to use a desktop, laptop computer. And it's really, like, shocking to me. And I know it's an accessibility thing. If anything, like, you're more likely to have a cell phone than a computer. And now with our cell phones, they are computers these days. So, you know, I get it. But that was really frustrating. Like, I remember having to try to explain to a kid how to copy and paste something because he didn't know how to copy and paste. And that's when I was like, okay, this is not right. Like, you guys need to learn how to use computers. Like, what the fuck? And I think about us, my 1995, 1994, 1996, that area group, like, we were there when computers were being implemented first into the education system, I feel, for the first time. Like, I remember we had SFA, which was this reading program on the computer that was very new to our district in, like, the early 2000s that we were doing. And so we were doing a lot of state testing on the computer. So it was, I feel like we just, like, even if you didn't have a computer at home, we had, like, way more access to computers at school. We had big old computer labs. Like, computers were just very, like, computers. Like, they were trying to integrate it into education hardcore. But these kids, like, I don't know, they're, like, I don't know, I'm glad they're learning how to do it, because I don't know when the fuck, like, you're in 6th grade, you only have a couple years to high school, and it's like, you have to know. Anyway, they're just a weird generation. They like things spoon-fed to them. I don't know, guys. I don't know. We were supposed to go back in person November. They just kept pushing it back, and honestly, I'm glad we're not ready. We're really not. I really hate how the coronavirus is a political issue. It's not political. It's like it's a human issue, it's a global human compassion issue. I don't know what the fuck. If things turn into politics, you put numbers on it, you put money on it, it gets screwed up. You know? Like, I literally had a parent, we were doing surveys for the parents, you know, just to see where their head's at. Like, when school starts, what do you want to do with your child? Like, would you like them in school? Or would you prefer them to do, you know, hybrid where they spend some time at home? And I literally had one parent say, like, yeah, I don't care, like, my kid can go back. I don't even know anybody that had the virus, so I don't, like, think it's that dangerous. Well, I'm like, it's not what you think. It's like, it's not your opinion. It's not, you don't have an opinion on it. Like, before recently, I didn't know anybody that had the virus either, but, like, that doesn't mean it didn't exist just because I just don't know. It was so weird, and we couldn't, and because it's a political issue, I couldn't even say anything. I had to just be like, oh, yeah, okay. Oh, like, I had to just I just couldn't say anything, and that was just really weird for me. Strange times, you guys. I just hope things, like everybody, I hope things work out for the best, the way they're supposed to. And I just can't do another 4 years of this clown. Okay, can I say something that I've been seeing this and it's so weird to me. I've been seeing this that says like, why let politics get in the way of your friendship and family? I'm sorry, but if you are supporting a person that's anti-gay, and if you are supporting a person who's racist, who's like attracted to his daughter, extreme Islamophobia, xenophobia, very racist to immigrants, Hispanic immigrants, like, why, if you support that, and then I support you, that means I support that. Like, I don't see why people don't like we say politics, but it's really like moral issues that we're talking about here. Like, these are laws that we're talking about that affect other people's lives, potentially yours, potentially mine, potentially my friends, potentially my parents or somebody's. So yes, it fucking matters your political party. If your political party is the Ku Klux Klan, then like I can't fuck with y'all, like, I'm really seeing people saying that we shouldn't be voting for politics, and I'm like, you don't know what politics are then. Politics are my life. You can not be political, you can say that, but you're still political, you're just being ignorant. Still political, ignorant. You can't not be political if you're a citizen of the United States. This is your life. Everything that you're doing, you not voting is politics. You voting is politics. You choosing not to engage is political. You being ignorant is political. Like, I don't see that pisses me off when people. That means I'm like that. When people say that, I'm like, okay, then you know somebody that doesn't like black people, and that makes me uncomfortable. That you just said that. If you think that politics should be separate, then that just tells me that you probably know somebody that's anti-gay or racist or something, and that just means that that makes me look at you funny when people say that. I'm like, that means that you fuck with people that I probably don't fuck with. I don't know. Cops everywhere. This is literally like the third cop I've seen in my neighborhood. Yeah, y'all, this is crazy. Also, I'm sorry, but I'm not saying all Republicans, but the Republican Party, like the people on the top, seem to not understand how, like, voting works and, like, counting ballots. I'm confused. Like, who are they suing? Like, who are they suing? Are they suing? I'm just so confused. I just don't know what's happening. But I'm just really glad a lot of really important bills got passed in the meantime, like Weed 208. We got first Latino congressperson. We got a transgender senator. I think we have our first Muslim congresswoman. We got a couple of firsts in there. I'm really excited about those. So that's 1-1 right there. That makes me happy. Also, can I talk about Cardi B for a second? I was like, I honestly, I get so irritated with myself because things come up, like topics come up, and I'm like, oh my god, I want to talk about it, but then I wait too long, and then when I finally do the episode, I'm like, no one will care anymore, it's been too long. But I just wanted to address something because I just have to talk. Okay, so the whole Cardi B Offset divorce, they got back together, blah 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 blah. We all saw that. It was embarrassing. And here's why it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing because she doesn't believe that her relationship is... It was weird. It was like she acknowledged that it was dysfunctional, but then told everyone to back off because it's okay and not a big deal that it's dysfunctional. Here's what I'm saying. Breaking up with somebody multiple times and getting back together is a red flag, period. They do have a really dysfunctional relationship. And let me tell you something. That shit ain't cute. Smoke your cigarettes or whatever you gotta do, but also go to therapy. Therapy. I'm just really sick of people glamorizing being toxic and just staying that way. I am who I am. I've been like this. Whatever. Y'all in my business. As I'm putting my business on social media, stay out of my business that I'm putting on social media. Like, it was embarrassing for me because I'm like, yikes, this is like really not cute. This is really embarrassing. There are a lot of young Shade Room teens looking at this, thinking that, yeah, me and my baby daddy just going through it is normal. Like, no ma'am. You can cut people off. You don't have to be in entanglement for the rest of your life. That 90s shit ain't normal. So I just want to say that red flags are red flags for a reason. No, there's not a relationship booklet. You can double text if you want to. But there are definite red flags. And they're red, like staying in the relationship or not, like the flag's still there. Still there. You can't ignore that shit. I'm sorry. People try to, but I just had to say that. It's not normal. Just letting y'all know to be back and forth with people like that you love, to have them, for you to be abusive towards them, for them to be abusive towards you. Because at one point someone tweeted at her and they were like, oh, like, girl, he's abusing you, like, you need to get out of that, da 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 da, why are you staying? And she was like, I'm the one that's hitting on him and stuff, da 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 da. And I'm like, you hit him? That's not any better. You just said you hit him. Oh, he doesn't hit you, you hit him. Ah, okay, that's fine. That's not fine. Like, it just I don't know. And I've been there too. I've been in positions where I've been so, like, my abnormal was so normal to me that you couldn't tell me otherwise. I wanted to be better and wanted to grow, but I was so comfortable being uncomfortable that I just didn't know any better. But I've seen my friends be in situations where they just think the chaos is like part of the game. It's just like part of the relationship. Relationships are hard, and this one's hard, so it's okay. And I'm like, no, bitch, that's like, this is so unhealthy. Like, you know, so I just had to say that because all the back and forth with her and to me, it was just glamorizing something that really is not glamorous. It's so not, like, oh my god. Whatever, but she's right. Why am I in their business? Her relationship. Whatever. Y'all, I did not travel at all this year. Wait, I'm lying. Okay. So I went to Flagstaff like a month ago, but nothing out of state or anything. I'm just conflicted. See people traveling, doing the damn thing. I just don't know. Like, I know there are safe ways to travel. I'm just like, it'll get better, y'all. We'll get through this. I just hope everyone's taking care of themselves, doing their daily self-care, whether that's exercising, journaling, making sure you're reaching out to people, communicating what you need. Yeah, do what you gotta do. Let's just all try to be okay. It'll be okay. never felt like this in my life. I've just been feeling like I'm grinding every day, and it's like kind of, I don't know, it's kind of exhausting. You feel like you're kind of running in place sometimes. Running in place. We just gotta keep faith. It'll be better. Keep the love and compassion in your hearts despite everything going on. But yeah, we're revamping the brand. Dark Sugar. One thing at a time. I just want a new, I feel like branding and upgrading and changing, it's like all good things. Just some creative motivation going on, but there'll be more content. Like I said, I don't know if I said this at the beginning of the episode, I just had surgery. I'm healing up. It's been a while, a couple of months, but honestly things are coming together. I feel it. I don't know if you've ever experienced this where like you're going through shit but you feel inside everything's gonna be okay though. Like even though things are kind of crazy, you have this peace. Yo, that's how I feel now. It's gonna be alright. Hang in there, y'all. In the meantime, listen to the rest of my episodes so we find out who the fuck the president is.